Howdy, friends at home. I'm Mr. Buckworth. What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, in the old world, it was cool to say, I want to be a motherfucking hustler. You better ask somebody. Doo-doo-doo, doo, 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 doo. Some Snoop Dogg shit. Anyhow, you guys remember him? So I'm in some crazy place right now. See that? God bless America, my home, sweet home. Through the mountains and the ocean. Hope you can see it. Da 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 da. Oh, well, you can. God bless America, my home, sweet home. The American dream was kinda mean, the way it happened in the past. But right now the deep state is getting kicked in the ass. Oh yes, they will. The white hats shall win. We'll take back our liberty and our faith. Out with political correctness. So we don't need some asshats setting the narrative on life's expression of freedom while we argue about bathroom signs. Bathroom signs we argue about. Come on, people. Just put boy-girl signs on every fucking bathroom. We don't need to make it a big issue. Really, we could have saved a whole bunch executive order on that shit. And the fucking bitching for back and forth and all the liberalism and back and forth and conservatism. Oh my God. We're a bunch of fucking bleeding hearts in California. So this, friends at home, I am at the National Cemetery in San Bruno. This place, I have to tell you, National Cemetery. I don't know. My great-grandfather's buried here somewhere. I don't know how many graves there are here, but look at that. All them graves, man. Look over there. All them frickin' graves. Is that crazy or what? A soul is attached to every single one of those. Or maybe they were some zombies like we have today. You know, the people that walking around with zero emotional intelligence, just lashing out at everybody. But the first thing comes to their mind like a brain fart. And yet we walk around thinking we're the masters of intelligence. Oh, yeah. They have the answers to the world and everybody. Oh, yeah. Anyhow, this is a very happy message, actually. Wow, look at all the birds right now. I wish I would have, like, you know how you could tag a place where you're at? I wish I would have tagged that. It would have been really great. Because my video, well, this right here, so I wrote down about a few, not long, it won't take me long to read, and I'll keep it on point. And I'm telling you guys, right now, I'm getting pretty damn close to thinking that I could, like, talk a gangster dude into, like, believing in spirituality. But what is spirituality really? Spirituality, well, Eckhart Tolle is the #1 spiritual teacher on the planet, all of a sudden, because the guy wrote a few books, realized the power of the present moment and not thinking about the past or the future, projecting your thoughts and emotions on that, and just being, 6 deep breaths. 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out. 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out. 6 deep breaths, that's it. And all of a sudden, you are in a very calm state of life and in the now moment. If you close your eyes, then whatever comes to your mind first then, that's kind of an important thing in your life. So, let me go ahead and read this quick stuff to you. So it will be, I won't drag it on. I hope there's not too much wind noise. That's why I'm doing it right now, because the wind started picking up here. I had some great messages from my friend Jen Casey. Back and forth, back and forth. I swear, I grow so much from my experiences from the people that I met online. You can really expand who you are in the conversations and chats and comments and stuff like that. Anyhow, so let me tell you what I wrote today. You are dead. That's how it starts. You are dead, and only the memories of you is all that exists. The memories of you. Now lead your life like that. Now lead your life like you are only worth your memory. People remember of your existence. We only remember what one makes us feel. So shower people in their own truth like a mirror. Sometimes you are their humor, sometimes you are their pain, sometimes you are the face of them they cannot see. The very spark of any emotion within another caused by you is just a reflection of their energy within you. We see and feel what we are. What I know of you is also within me as part of me. We are memories bouncing within one another, progressing our very existence. On Facebook, some friends pass away and we just don't know. Think about that. You have friends. Hey, Verona Cho. I worked with her at Intero. I'm so happy I left real estate. The most greedy people I ever met in my life was in real estate, but I met them before I worked at Intero. Anyhow, so on Facebook, because I'm a tool too for people, but I give too much of myself in the sale, so my custom clients would really own me. And it's, you really got to separate yourself. But that's what makes me great, is that I don't separate myself. So anyhow, so on Facebook, some friends pass away and we just don't know. But keeping the link is very special. The link will always exist. The very expressions and spells cast upon us all. My mother and father died in earth, as I can't hold them in the flesh. But they're very much within me, as are your expressions still blessing in my life. See, Verona, I remember you, girl. I remember I lent you my black box thing. I picked it up later on, had my aunt go pick up my stuff. Yeah, man, I really grew it that whole time. You know what it was really about? And I really discovered a lot in those little meetings with the broker. Was really awesome. But my mind was expanding so much right then, because I don't know. I had all that sales drive and stuff in me for years and decades, actually. And learned the power of mental focus and rehearsal and how we could program ourselves. So, and like I said before, car salespeople would shit on the entire real estate. I got car sales buddies. We could use that phone call system, that you could call blanket neighborhoods. I mean, I could set up programs. I tried to set it up, actually, once I learned about all the stuff you could do. I mean, I literally was going around and trying to build a team, but people didn't believe, because I wasn't in real estate, like a whole vast experience in it. So, dominating an entire neighborhood is very simple. But let me get back to this. And thank God I did, because I have a whole BioKeeper idea, plan, that program, an app that you're going to be able to use, Verona Cho, very soon. You're going to be able to use the app, Verona, next month. You're going to be able to start saving your life story for your children. So when you pass on, it has like a family tree, like a Facebook page. It's really awesome. It has a timeline, which goes like a ruler, so you can put all your little tabs and fill in your life, because we don't remember all the details. You could write about this crazy time right here. Coronavirus hit right now, and you can start just keeping a log on the coronavirus stuff. Whatever. It's very awesome, actually. Samuel Mark, my brother. I'm at the National Cemetery, Mark Lashenko, in San Bruno, sitting by the flagpole. I did a meditation up there, man. I had my crystals up there. I asked for like Buddha, Shakti, Jesus, Horus. I asked for all the mofos to come within me. I swear to God, Mary, every little saint thing I could think of. and I had the most crazy meditation I could ever think of in my life. I swear to God, I had physical feelings in my body, and I walked away like 2 blocks, and I could still feel that shit pulsing. Like it was some crazy shit. Okay, I didn't come here this time like trying to do nothing like that. I just came here and I ended up talking to my friend Jen Casey, who's a spiritual intuitive, and we just always have these vast conversations, which I talk about. You grow with your relationships online. So, let me get back to this reading because it's really good, okay? Anyhow, Samuel, you really like this, what I just said. We only remember what one makes us feel, so shower people in their own truth like a mirror. Sometimes you are their humor, sometimes you are their pain, sometimes you are the face of them they cannot see. The very spark of any emotion within another caused by you is just a reflection of their energy within you. Now that's what I learned from you, brother. We see and feel what we are. What I know of you is also within me as part of me. We are memories bouncing within one another, progressing our very existence. On Facebook, some friends pass away and we just don't know. But keeping the link is very special. The link will always exist. The very expressions and spells cast upon us all. My mother and father died in earth. I can't hold them in the flesh, but they are very much within me, as are your expressions, still blessing my life. Touch a soul with your soul, and you will always be part of, even if not aware. I am a virus in your mainframe. Does not matter if we do not communicate much. I don't talk to my bestest friends much at all, but they are always pulsing through my veins. They are protected in my heart space. They also own everything I touch. We deserve nothing without sharing. Even if they break it, oh well. The very material items we attach ourselves to also becomes part of our fake identity. Sorry, I don't have corona and it's my phone. Maybe I should put my mask on. So funny. You guys that all fall into that, like lots of people's dying right now from the regular flu and it's getting labeled that. And you're going to see in time that this is a big scare to reset the global economy. Jobs are changing. This Andrew Yang shit is coming possible now. Very presently in the next few months, as we go back to life, we're going to have a slight identity crisis, trying to kind of go back into basically a half-ass life of what we had before. Nobody's going to the... Well, I don't know if people's rushing out to go buy a Gucci purse, but let's say I had a daughter and she happened to work at the Gucci store. You know, now people ain't rushing in there so much for Gucci. So, I mean, you know, maybe she was a bigwig there. I mean, what position in life? Maybe she was an accountant, and now they're using some software instead that costs $700. Just because I have 50 kids and we live in some farm town doesn't mean that you're the only manufacturer in town. Doesn't mean it's your job not to automate because I have kids either. See, we live in a fake economy, America. It was consumerism. We're the big orifice for America, the world. But we don't mind these poor little Malaysian kids making our purse, do we? Or our Colin Kaepernick jersey that is for human rights. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, Jesus. Y'all praising Jesus, but y'all's hypocrites up the ass, so go figure. Anyhow, to get back on my thing. So I am a virus, I'm your mainframe, does not matter what we do, communicate. If I don't, I hardly talk to my bestest friends, but they're pulsing in my veins. We deserve nothing without sharing, even if they break it. Oh well. The very material items we attach ourselves to also becomes part of our fake identity. What's up? Misty, my new friend. How are you, darling? We are not our items, no matter how lost on the path we believe. That's the thought of a rich man can't make it into heaven. You know, they say it's easier for a camel to jump in the head of a pin. The reason, because a rich man is fucking worshiping his richness. You know what I mean? He thinks he's above everybody somehow, some level. I'm like camping in my mind. It don't matter. I live in Russian River. On a canoe every day, you know. Go back home, write down some brain fart idea, call a few friends. hey, let's put it together and start it. You know, it's pretty simple. Anyhow, yeah, your possession. So we are not our items, no matter how lost on the path of materialism we believe. That's, you know, thought rich man can't make it. So the rich is in love with material. The material made of spinning atoms, that's their God. I choose to stay in the emotion realm and give everything away. Unless we build our own Giza pyramid, everything will be lost anyways. The high life is felt and lived any moment you want. Everyone shall pass, so what's worth holding on to in daily life? As all of our possessions shall fade too. Fires burn entire cities. What if that city is all you knew to be real? So is life no longer real in Paradise, California? That was supposedly burnt by direct energy weapons. I mean, look it up, people. There's lots of technology out there in the military that we would want to look at. How could an entire city burn down, like all the houses, but the trees are fine? The trees are fine. There's videos and images out there, but we don't want to get into this conspiracy stuff. Let's just go back to calling Trump fucking asshole and saying America was already great. Yeah, because you're not aware of half the shit that's going on. Of course it's great. You got to shop your way into heaven. Praise Jesus. Consumerism and peacekeeping around the world. Yay, let's spread democracy. And the American dollar, where it says, in God we trust. That's also tied to oil around the world. I know somebody that got all mad that Trump was trying to maintain the gas price. I'm like, well, yeah, because our fucking entire planet is ran off the economy, the value of the gas. Russia and Saudi Arabia is having a gas price war, just like, yeah, but nobody wants to pay attention to that stuff. You don't want conspiracies. I know, this is too deep, too much, shut it off, scroll, block me. Who gives a fuck? I don't want idiots. There's no time to waste, guys. We really got to wake the fuck up. And I'll get into this here. Sorry, I'll just stay on point. Try not to be too real and express myself. I know, I don't want to seem crazy. Let me take a few deep breaths. I'm all about the namaste shit, but fuck, I'm all about the waking up, guys, too. You don't need to dive down the rabbit hole. Just be aware that the rabbit hole shit exists. There's a lot more going on that maybe you're not paying attention to. That's all. Also, the guy next to you is doing the best that he fucking can. And he thinks he is the best for the moment. Just because somebody else is doing something different than you doesn't mean you have to fucking cast your judgment upon him like, oh, what a fucking douche. Maybe he just lost a relative and he's not even paying attention to your stupid ass. The world doesn't revolve around any of us. Any of us, man. Anyhow, I don't give a fuck who Bill Gates is or the Queen. That bitch fucking thinks she rules the world. Fuck her. I could tell you all kinds of nasty shit. But you don't want to know nothing about that. Unless we have pulled our online image. That's why I shaved today for you guys and put on a nice sweater and shirt. I got my harmonica here so I could be entertaining. I'm at a fucking national cemetery. Pretty fucking interesting, right? Damn. I mean, what more could you do to get shit through to people? I know, I should be on Twitter because intelligent people are over there. I'm sorry, you're my friends because I still trust and believe that there's a ripple effect. Anyhow, back on with life. Real shit that matters. So what if this city is all you knew it to be real and so is life no longer real? The only thing you could do is infect enough people with your virus. Like I said, I'm a virus. The only thing you could do is infect enough people with your virus and in turn become part of each other. Even a painful memory can still fuel abundant growth. I still have arguments from the past rattling around in my head till I could solve the problem of finding the further lessons waiting to present themselves. You know, when the pupil, whatever, the master arrives or whatever that thing is. The pains never go away unless we process them. We grow and the pain goes. Fighting our feelings and emotions empowers them deep in our body. Fighting our feelings and fighting them and emotions empowers them deep in our body. You can't walk away from shit, guys. Tension we hold inside that affects us in the present without knowing. Seriously, we walk around like projecting shit from our deep childrenhood. Anyhow, childhood. We should always feel a smile. We should always feel a smile. Always. Not saying life is bliss every second. Of course it's screwed up. But you should still, like, in general, be neutral, but just a little slightly, look, right here, I wrote it. Not saying life is bliss every second, but we should feel north of neutral like 98% of the time. Life just is. It's our opinion that paints a picture over it, like our goggles. Now, if we're mostly of neutral mind, the magic in the present moment can present itself. The harmonious, divine nature that is before us all. Like Hinduism or Buddhas or whatever, they believe in prana. Chinese believe in qi. We here have mentioned ether. Quantum physics, science, whatever. String theory, whatever. Anyhow, the harmonious divine nature that is before us all. Other realms do communicate with us. We're just not attached to, we're just too attached to the five senses we normally use. That whole memory point I was expressing ties very much into the extension of our five senses. What lasts of life is beyond the average sensory organs. Oh yeah, I'm asking you. Bianca Chapman, what's up, girl? Hey, congratulations on your beautiful life. She's a beautiful Asian girl. She married this older guy a little bit. They have a child together. They're just perfect. So many people have a very beautiful life. And I'm so happy, though, because if I would have had that life right now, I'd be distracted. I wouldn't be who I am right now, expressing what I'm expressing right now, growing how I'm growing right now for the point that's happening right now in life. The shit that I've been learning and focusing on over the past 4 years is very vital to what's going on in the very near future. If not right now, this very moment. So anyhow, what lasts in life is beyond the average sensory organs. Yeah. So really, what we experience here in our little human life on Earth, like what lasts of life is beyond the average sensory organs, our five senses. Because your children's going to pass on in 3 generations. Whatever genes you have is going to be diluted with some other, genetic material. And then your money and stuff's going to be squandered within the next generation if they don't have a biokeeper. Because on the biokeeper, you're going to save your intimate stories for your family. And it's going to haunt them if they don't follow your wishes. But like, well, Mom said you're supposed to do this with the money. Or I guess you could trust a lawyer. You know how wonderful they are. I swear, marketers and lawyers should all be burnt at the stake. Sorry for bringing that up. I know, they save your ass too, though. So anyhow, my point was about what lasts in life is beyond the average sensory organs. So our five senses, like that, there's a lot more in life beyond that. And we're realizing that now with our identity crises that we're having because our stocks fell. Maybe your tenants and your properties can't pay the rent anymore because they don't know what they're fucking doing. So they didn't pay their rent because they had to buy toilet paper. Because 50% of Americans live check to check. Don't have an extra $500 in savings account because we had to run out and buy our child the latest Jordans because the little neighbor kid got them and I don't want my kid to feel inadequate. Anyhow. So, that's our fault for shutting off our hearts to such things, past the five sensory organs. Energy is everything, and everything is energy. Everything is in moment. Everything is in movement, even if we don't sense it. See, I hope later on, because I watch my videos, I hope it plays smoothly and there's not a bunch of cut-ups and stuff, but thanks for whoever's listening. It'll be entertaining. At least you can watch it when you're drunk or stoned later on. You'll be like, holy fuck, what the fuck was he talking about? So, here we go. Everything is in movement, even if we don't see it, sense it. It will always be in motion, no matter how distracted we are. Life goes on and grows around us. Our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are energy in motion. Our thought grows neurons in our mind, actually growing biomatter, like growing a new limb, a finger. When we resonate with someone, we become form in the other's mind and heart space. Just because we forget things, that memory is still inside our heart and mind space. So you see, we always reside inside one another on a biological level. Now, think of your lover, your energy, bodies entwined into each other's DNA. The stronger the bonding moments, the stronger the healing power you have over one another. If we could just be present with our partner in silence, not distracted by anything other than yourselves, just sit in silence on the lawn, holding hands. A few deep breaths, and you're truly present in each other. Eye gaze, lightly touch each other's skin. Discover the scars that you absolutely love about them. I'm not talking relationships. I'm just presenting a circumstance where the dormant energies can be touched upon. The third eye will be engaged through all of the senses expansion. All of the 5 senses expansion. Even the energy you feel when stretching. When stretching, doing yoga. Oh, my back! Dive into the fucking feeling, man. Take a few deep breaths and close your eyes. Imagine yourself as the muscle, in the muscle, the blood pulsing through the muscle. Take deep breaths. Resonate in the energy that you feel in your body, and your 5 senses will grow. Okay, so even the energy you feel when stretching is resonating your awareness of yourself. Consciousness isn't exactly in our heads. People have out-of-body experiences and they leave their body and look down on themselves sleeping. Sean Perry, my nigga. My Nilo. I say Nilo. My Nilo for Shillo. So anyhow, people have out-of-body experiences and look down on themselves sleeping. So is the awareness that you're sitting there listening to right now, or me later, these are really lessons for myself. I'm not educating anybody, okay? I'm just trying to divulge all the shit that I learned. And I'm going to write it in a book called 50 Shades of Facebook. Because I just watched and jumped into too much information. So, you make up your own reality. At least it'll explain lots of whole damn shits about that you didn't know about. Or maybe you knew a particle of it, or some particle, but my shit's all over the map so much, so you can learn something. It's entertaining, if anything. So, someday, I'm going to do something with all these, I swear. So is the awareness on the bed sleeping, like the person sleeping on the bed when the person have the out-of-body experience, or is it in the floating version of you having the out-of-body experience? Like, where's your awareness? Where's your consciousness? I am not a holy roller, but I can understand Jesus and Buddha. You do too, more and more as we all grow. We're spirits, energy sectors. We can change our perception and that changes the atmosphere of what we sense in the world. Just finding the silence inside. It doesn't happen overnight. It can, but generally it takes meditating on your breathing. Can do it. 6 deep breaths with our eyes closed is the beginning of a new world and the death of your old self. Observation is all it takes. Observation increases awareness. We have been too attached to fake instant gratification, TV, shopping, talking, always having to entertain ourselves with something exterior of us, of what we feel inside. We believe all these pointless activities are life altogether, when in the long run, it's not life at all. Our things is whom we are? Are your things who you are? Are you your car? Are you your fancy car? Your seat smells like ass. Okay, is that who you are? Our things is whom we are? No. Objects prove your existence? Oh yeah, that was mom's. Oh. Well, the kids were really upset that you died, and they got a DUI in it and wrecked it. So there went your dream that you paid off, and like, that's my baby. You know what I mean? Things that are mean to you don't mean something to anybody else. So, we believe all these pointless activities are life altogether, when in the long run, it's not life at all. Our things is whom we are. Objects prove your existence. That's things that fall to ruin. So I feel this COVID thing is very fruitful time for us to discover ourselves again, and also delete a lot of delusions we believed important. I just wish for people to not judge and ridicule each other anymore. We should only be congratulating each other, rising together by lifting others. The zero-sum game is over. It's not you versus me. We are one unit with different expressions fueling the same tree. Each neighborhood is a tree. Each tree's roots connect underground. Plant life has its own intelligence. All trees connect to Mother Tree within the earth, the grid that binds us all. Our individual electromagnetic field connects to each other's. Rise, brethren, rise. The future is now. Automation is near. Our old life can't come back because everything will restructure over the next 3 years. The fake economy will never come back. So therefore, more malls will close and more online creations will build a new economy. We all must evolve. People will make moves to go off the grid very soon. We are faced with a new kind of survival at this time. Let's just all have faith in the white hats taking down the dark entities that have been running the planet for the past 300 years. You know, America was already great. Joe Biden can't change anything. Hillary either. Andrew Yang, yes, he can and will. Okay, here's what I just wrote while I'm sitting here at the flagpole. I just realized with the 50 Shades of Facebook, I believe I'm gonna make 50 Shades of Facebook. I'm gonna make that my book, my whole book. This whole book I got. It's a nice book. It's blank, pages all over in here. So I'm just gonna keep writing here, and I'm gonna sort of label this 50 Shades of Facebook. But really, it's just because I expanded it a lot on Facebook because I got friends, and I just examined so much stuff online on YouTube and other things. And I bought a bunch of books and whatever the hell. I'm just calling it 50 Shades of Facebook because it's marketable. And I could say, blame it on Facebook. And then if anybody don't like it, be like, yeah, that's what's going to happen to your kid if they go onto Facebook. So they could scare people. But I got the 50 Shades of Wisdom, which is going to be a writer's guild. And I got the COVID Chronicles book. Well, I got book.com. A lot of COVID titles were already taken. There's lots of people going to be marketing some shit about COVID. Anyhow, but that's what I'm saying. You guys could all write a little something. So this is 22 pages right here. I could put this in there, and you guys could put whatever you want to put in there. I got that other 66 pages. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, maybe, I don't think I want to add that into the the COVID Chronicles, because then it's like a big chunk that's mine. You know what I mean? 22 pages is enough. So anyhow, here's like 2 more pages I wrote. So, it's pretty good though. It's about the BioKeeper. So, I realized with the 50 Shades of Facebook, I'm just calling it that, but it started long before. Facebook is just a platform that's common. Even on a platform that's that vast, it still cannot contain all of life's expression. Mark will never capture what BioKeeper is for the public. Never. In fact, it's designed to be everything but Facebook, Amazon, Google, and Intel. Plus, we serve the heart of the populace and their pocketbook. We all rise together as cogs in something that serves far more purpose than anything any one entity could create in a lifetime. It's not Musk material, but on a different scale, it's all about saving humanity here and prepping for the next 40 years to come. Communities will grow with the company. As a whole, the power to transform common life for everyone. A new platform that the planet to evolve through its own creations. A open space for the right hemisphere of the brain to express itself and gain financial benefits for them, charities, and local communities. Amen. Namaste. So that's what we doing at the BioKeeper shit. And the 50 Shades and all that stuff's could be part of it. Thank you. I will applaud this someday. Somehow, some way. Life's all about expressing yourself. That's all I gotta say. Trust the lawyer. Yeah, see, Misty? Oh, thank you, Melissa. But yeah. I only express myself so freely on Facebook, and my shit's public, most of it. I rarely delete anything or care to correct myself in the comments or anything. I enjoy to be called out. Call me out, please. I'll learn something. And I leave it in the comments, even if I made look stupid and said left a stupid comment. You could read it. It's all entertaining shit. I don't know. I'm either gonna have a talk show, a podcast. I'm writing books. Online shit is pathetic, man. You could be anybody you want to be tomorrow. Just go on to Fiverr. I mean, they can make me look like the president by the end of the week. I could shorten up my thing into nice clips, act professional, sit in front of a nice thing, pretty background, light show, put the green thing behind me. It's all simple. All the lessons are there on YouTube. You can watch YouTube for like 3 hours and just take notes. You're like, okay, and all of a sudden, shoot! Oh, what's this? How long's this been going on? I mean, it's stupid. I'd rather just be in creation mode, like raw creation mode. So all that shit could be channeled later on into the pretty little platforms. You know what I mean? I don't have to be nothing. I don't have to want to be anything. Nobody's greater than anybody. There's no hierarchy in life at all. Actually, it's all in your freaking heads. Most of the time. You do got to respect the position, but you know what? You don't always have to work for that person or believe in that person. Because if they don't believe in your goals, like when people put like, oh, let's make sure your goals are aligned with our goals. Yeah, because I just want to dedicate my life to you, man. You know what? Because I've been overlooked and passed for plenty of jobs before. The places were actually stepping stones for me, and you've read my resume. It's kind of foolish that I've applied for half the jobs that I have most recently. Simple stuff. Yoga studio. That'd be awesome. But they want to sit around and interview all the people and cross all the T's and I's. Like, people like to get to work too, man. I'm a go-getter. I need to do something. Anyhow, I'd rather bust my ass really hard and get the job done quicker than milk for hours. That's kind of pathetic. So I could come sit at a cool-ass spot like this and go enjoy and having moments of life. Because really, I truthfully believe that everybody's just supposed to be working 6 hours. I think we're all supposed to be working 6 hours. Well, if you got to do something for somebody else that you don't actually enjoy, then yeah, 6 hours. I'd rather have 2 jobs work 6 hours. 2 jobs, 12-hour days. I mean, you know what I mean? A little break in between, chill, take a little nap, wake up, eat. You know, you're good. One of those places should be a food place. But check this out. As we're opening back up right now, you're going to be able to go to restaurants. Like a few states is opening up. Stage 1 right now. Stage 2 is going to be open up, what, a week or 2 later? But nobody's going to want to go to restaurants and fucking sit there 6 feet apart. You know why Trump said liberate, liberate, liberate? Because lots of things getting blamed on coronavirus. You know what this coronavirus test is measuring? Our body, our cells inside of our body, like discharge like a mucus or something, which is a natural function of the body protecting itself against, you know what I mean? It's its natural own mechanism, and they're measuring that. Like, oh, you got it. Like that. Like, now look, it's going to come to something very close to that. I might not be precise exactly on the head, the nail on the head from far away reach on every single detail, but I'm very fucking close on so many things that I talk about. So many things. I swear to God. So, I don't give a damn otherwise. You guys should all just be expressing yourselves online and not care about anything. Because whatever you talk... Like I said, look, there's a facial hair. I put on a nice shirt. I come to a representable place so we could get the screen. What do you want me to say or do? This is the time to like express yourself and write something. Write your thoughts on a journal. Just get this anxiety out of your head first of all. You gotta delete the negative stuff that's in you. Like cut it off like a cancerous limb. The relationships, the people, even if it's a relative, man, just go in the other fucking room or get away from them. Move away, do whatever you gotta do. Seriously, because it's very unhealthy. Once you alleviate yourself of all the negative aspects, like you rise 100 feet at least, dimensions, I don't know what you want to say or talk about. Anyhow, happy Sunday. I believe it's Sunday, everybody. You have a wonderful day. Be free. Exactly. Always be free. Live well and die free. By Darren Penry.